Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today update channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Liam's true love epiphany realizes Hope is only woman for him, not Steffy. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Liam Spencer could be gearing up for a major turning point. Once Hope Logan kissed Thomas Forrester in Rome, Liam decided he couldn't get past that treason and demanded a divorce. Of course, Hope was understandably hurt since Liam has made far worse miscalculations and been forgiven for them. It left Hope feeling like Liam was maybe just staying for a reason to bolt back in Steffy Forrester's direction. Liam indeed went running back to Steffy and acted like he no way should let her go. We've seen Liam embarrass himself with love affirmations when Steffy doesn't feel interested in reuniting at all. Steffy isn't the same woman she used to be, so she's no longer staying in the bodies for Liam or trying to win some meaningless competition with Hope. Rather, Steffy has moved on with John Finnegan and has zero reasons to abandon him. The longer Steffy stays strong against Liam, the more likely it becomes that Liam will realize he made a mistake. Will Liam eventually have an epiphany and decide Hope was the only woman for him each on? B&B suckers know Liam has gone back and forth between Hope and Steffy for times, so it won't be surprising if he shifts gears formally more and pursues Hope. That's especially true since Hope is falling harder and harder for Thomas. As Hope and Thomas' relationship deepens, it could motivate Liam to pump the thickets on that by any means necessary. When Liam first set up Hope had surrendered to her solicitations for Thomas, he pushed her down before he could reuse everything. Liam may ultimately determine that it was illegal to judge Hope by a different standard. Still, also Liam should have been suitable to get past her Italy makeout session with Thomas, if Hope could forgive Liam for hooking up with Steffy and nearly getting her pregnant. After all, Liam kissed Steffy just twinkles after he witnessed it. At some point, Liam might realize he got caught up in some fantasy he created where he could be happy with Steffy again. Once Liam sees that it won't be, he may go running back to Hope and act like he has to fix their family rather. Liam always likes to play Deliverance Ranger, so he may see himself as the idol who's going to reunite with Hope, save her from Thomas and give the kiddies a stable home. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Liam's waffling ways could come roaring back in the months ahead, so stick with us for updates on all the romantic news that's brewing. Thomas, Hope and Zen's rival fashion house, trio breaks down from Forrester Creations? The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Zen Forrester Dominguez is fed up with the lack of respect he's getting at Forrester Creations. Zen has spent time studying fashion and applying that knowledge to real-world experience at the company. Now RJ Forrester has come on and come a developer with no real experience at all. To make matters worse, RJ was completely against having anything to do with designing or the family business many months agone. Now RJ's amusement like it's his dream, so he's moving in on Zen's home and stealing him of well-justified openings. Zen isn't going to just sit back and take this, so let's suppose about how he might fight back. It's egregious that nothing is really going to change if Zen stays put at Forrester Creations. Zen feels like Ridge Forrester is always going to give preferential treatment to RJ aka Fortune's child. At the moment, Zen's rankled up over RJ getting the chance to complete Eric Forrester's, John McCook, final collection. B&B suckers know that's commodity Zen wanted to do with Ridge rather. Still, this isn't the first time Zen's felt slighted. It's just been rebuff after rebuff recently, so Zen may decide enough is enough. Still, he might retain some other crucial players to leave Forrester Creations with him if Zen decides to quit. Zen might hope he can get Thomas Forrester and Hope Logan on his side. After all, Thomas is also Eric's grandson and a far more educated developer than RJ. Zen might contend that Thomas should be frenetic about getting passed over, too. Of course, Thomas might point out that Eric chose RJ to help with his collection and participated his vision with him. Maybe Thomas could understand why Ridge made this choice under the circumstances. Indeed so, Zen may suppose that's just Ridge's reason to push RJ as the coming big thing. Zen might advise that RJ will steal Thomas' spot as lead developer of Hope for the unborn coming. Also again, Hope for the future has been stalled recently due to the focus on Eric's final collection. Zen might suspect that Ridge wants to permanently defer them and maybe give RJ other systems to call his own. Perhaps Zend will prompt Thomas and hope to join him in starting a rival fashion house away. Zend might feel like they should make their own path forward since Ridge is holding them all back. Naturally, Zend would presumably want to retain Luna Nozawa as well and could maybe promise to make her his particular protege. There's no guarantee that any of Zend's grand plans will work out, but he could at least dream big. Zend might hope to leave Ridge with no bone to calculate on except his influencer-turned-wannabe developer son. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say RJ and Zend's feud will continue to escalate, so stay tuned for updates on the bad news that's brewing. Zend demands Ridge work with him on Eric's line. Zend felt finishing Eric's vision should be a collaboration with Ridge, not RJ. The bold and the beautiful recap for Tuesday, December 19, 2023, showed that Zend set up out Ridge chose RJ to help him finish his Pater's final collection. In addition, Brooke streamlined hope on Eric's status and Ridge's regrets. Meanwhile, Luna supported both RJ and Zend. Let's dig deeper into what went down. Mama and son quality time at the Forrester manse. Brooke streamlined hope, who's thinking optimistically when it comes to Eric's health. Brooke was so happy that her son allowed. In terms of when and not if Eric was going to get better. But, eventually, Brooke cried, saying she still felt spooked, especially since Eric's on the ventilator, unconscious, on a feeding tube, and his status hasn't changed. Hope wanted to know how her mama was doing. Actually, Brooke said she's been so focused on Eric and upset about Donna and Bridget, she hasn't dealt with her own feelings and passions. Brooke has spent a lot of her life with Eric and it's been inconceivable. She doesn't know what she'd do if she didn't indeed want to say the words. Brooke appreciated Hope's support. However, it's right now, if there's any time for the family to come together. In fact, Ridge and RJ want to finish Eric's line, a comment that left a little bit of a perplexing expression on Hope's face. The finish line for Eric's fashion line, supposedly, work has proceeded at Forrester Creations. Zend told Luna he wished he'd known what was going on with Eric and RJ. But, in the end, he was happy RJ and Grandad were suitable to pull that collection together. Latterly, Luna and Carter talked about the future of Forrester Creations. She wanted to know who was going to lead the company going forward, should Eric not be suitable to come back. Carter assured her there weren't any worries, the company was in good hands. Of course, Ridge and Steffy would run FC, but unfortunately, no bone would ever see Eric's rearmost designs. Still, Luna filled him on Zend wanting to finish Eric's line. Will Ridge suffer lasting problems due to his decision for Eric? Soon after talking to Luna, Zend ended up in Eric's office where he made a pitch to Ridge about finishing Eric's line. Because his granddad made a huge imprint on his life, he wanted to do this for him. Ridge agreed with him 100%. Eric's line must be finished. After, Zend questioned when he and Ridge could get started. Excitedly, Zend conveyed he and Ridge can do this and RJ could help and learn from the two of them since they were both more seasoned contrivers. Ridge asked his son to clear the room. Also, he broke it to Zend that they'll find a way to include him, but Ridge and RJ are the bones. Finishing Eric's collection. Ridge claimed this decision made sense. After all, RJ is the one who helped Eric. Zend combated that while that's true, RJ's experience blanched in comparison to his. He studied abroad, he worked on successful collections, he's worked with Eric for times. Zend felt he owed it to Eric to work on this line and make it perfect. They can't let Grandad down. RJ will have his time. But not this bone. Not with his granddad's collection.